Hi, my name is Joe Vatner. This year, I investigated the association between leptin receptor gene expression in breast cancer tumors with breast cancer patient survival, and I stratified this data by menopausal status and age. So, breast cancer's prevalence has been well documented. However, the factors that lead to different rates of diagnosis and prognosis are still being studied. A biomarker is a biological predictor that physicians can use to predict how an individual will react to a disease over time and if they will contract the disease in the first place. I was studying if the leptin receptor gene's expression in the breast cancer tumor site could be a viable biomarker for how breast cancer will develop. The leptin receptor gene codes for the leptin receptor protein. The leptin receptor protein is a type of protein hormone that sends signals about fullness and hunger. So it's very related to both obesity and other hormone levels, like estrogen. So obesity and estrogen are very important in how breast cancer develops. So I was wondering, since there's this link between the leptin receptor and obesity and the estrogen, and this link between obesity and estrogen and breast cancer, is there a link between the leptin receptor gene and breast cancer? There's been mostly insufficient and unextensive studies in the past, so that's where my project came in. I constructed my research by using publicly available de-identified data, and I constructed Kaplan-Meier curves. Kaplan-Meier curves show on the y-axis survival percentage and on the x-axis time, so either in thousands of days or in years. Overall, I found that individuals with high leptin receptor gene expression in their tumors had worse breast cancer survival, and that is shown in this graph with the red line compared to the blue line, red being high expression, and this graph with the pink line being high leptin receptor gene expression. I also found that postmenopausal and older patients tended to have worse breast cancer survival outcomes. However, this was not significantly impacted with gene expression. I did find that older individuals tended to have lower leptin receptor gene expression, while younger individuals tended to have higher gene expression. So, the varying results add to the pretty small sample size of previous studies on leptin receptors gene expression in breast cancer tumors. So, that is very important to my research. Future studies should aim to see if the link between leptin receptor and obesity itself is causing the changes in breast cancer survival, or if it's inherently the leptin receptor gene's expression. Thank you.